So, welcome everyone to 6 Steps to Building a Business. So, last Tuesday, we kind of talked about COVID and breaking through there. This is what we need to do now that we're kind of going through COVID. We're starting to reopen. What do we need to do to the business to kind of take it the next step forward? So, as we go, everyone, if you're not familiar with me, you can look me up on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on everywhere else. Certified business coach, executive coach, NLP practitioner. Published 2 books, a veteran of the U.S. Army, hoorah, and sit on several boards. And helped over 2,000 businesses. And it's my honor and privilege to do that. I hope to help. I've got 20 slots open this month for free consultations for any business that needs help. So have them give me a call. So welcome. These are the workshops that we're going to be doing every Tuesday and Thursday for the next month and a half, maybe 2 months. We'll see how it goes. So my goal today is to provide value for your time because time is your most valuable asset and help move your business forward. We've got through COVID. Now it's time to start thriving, put all of our plans in place. Revise your goals because the world has changed, and revise your marketing because everything has changed. Everything needs to be looked at. The way we do everything from handing somebody something to walking in the door all needs to be reviewed. So, my purpose is to survive, now thrive, achieve growth and increase profits, give you 8 hours back in your work week, create an amazing team, systemize your business for efficiencies, and then business is thriving. That's your business. So, my job is not to feed you for a day, it's to feed you for a lifetime. By teaching you how to run the business, that's what we get to. So this is one of my favorites. Ownership, accountability, responsibility gives you the oar to where you want to go, the paddle. Or blame, it's Jimmy's fault. Excuses, my alarm didn't go off. Or denial, which means don't even know I am lying to myself. Might as well just stay in bed. Results, nothing. So, skills our actions, behavior, and decisions. Have any of you ever wished you could kind of change your actions or behavior or decisions in the past? I know I have. Well, you can't because these are results. What drives these results are our skills, beliefs, values, identity, and our environment. So if we want to change how things are in the future with our actions, behavior, and decisions, we need to focus on what's below the waterline. Now, of these, what's the easiest to change? Skills. That's right. So, skills, what we're going to do today is focus on what skills can we inject into your business to help you change your actions, behavior, and decisions as we move forward. The formula for change. This is one of my favorite because my engineering background, I like D times V plus F must be greater than R. D is dissatisfaction. If you are not dissatisfied with where you are today, you're not going to change. If you don't have a vision of where you want to go, you're not going to change. In the corporate world, I used to come in and people go, "Oh, I hate this place. I wish I had something different." I said, "Well, what do you want?" "I don't know." They're not going to change. And then you get willing to take the first steps, and that must be greater than resistance. And everyone is resistant to change. It's Newton's law. A body in motion will stay in motion, a body at rest will stay at rest unless affected by a greater force. So if you want your business or your life to change, you've got to look at these factors and say, okay, is my dissatisfaction high enough and the vision strong enough to get me to take that first step to start moving forward? Revise everything. I know this is a little small, but what this really talks about is we've got through a gradual reopening and we're started restricted operations as of last weekend. So what does that mean for you and your business? look at this and say, okay, I need to look at my KPIs. I need to look at my standard operating procedures. I need to review my marketing. I need to review my goals because your goals may need to change now because the world's changed. If you've had to pivot at all, you may need to reset your vision, mission, purpose, your culture statements. Because if you've had to pivot, your business may look very different than it did before. If you haven't had to pivot, what has changed? But everything needs to be revisited. This is a good checklist. You need a copy of this? Give me a call. Because right now, the decisions that you make today will determine where you're going to be at the end of the year and moving forward. Are you going to be thriving? Are you going to be surviving? Or are you going to be out of business? I just got word that 2 more restaurants in Santana Row are closing down. It made me cry. I wish they would have come and talked to me because we could have done something to make it survive. So, to get the most out of new learnings, when we say or think this, I know that. Our brain shuts down. There's a chemical reaction in our brain that says, I know that. I don't need to listen. And you start taking input from everywhere else. It's like a steel door coming in. So instead of saying or thinking, I know, what do we do instead? Isn't that interesting? You guys can go off mute on that if you'd like. Isn't that interesting? And you can feel your brain open up. You can learn information. If you say I know, you stop learning. Isn't that interesting? And we got to have some fun because we learn best when we're having fun. So, I hope you get some BFOs. This is blinding flashes of the obvious. These are this, yeah, aha moments. So, is your business driving you or are you driving your business? I talk to a lot of business owners that their business is driving them. That yanks them around like a puppy dog on a leash. How do you get in charge of that so that you're driving the business? This is the path to get there. So, my definition of a successful business is a commercial, profitable enterprise that works without you. Now, if that's what you want, you're in the right place. If you don't, that's okay. It's your destination, not mine. A lot of these foundational tools will help you get to reach your goals. They're your goals, not mine. I can help you define them, but they're yours. So, how do we get there? Okay, first of all, there's mastery. This is the foundation. Just like building a house, the foundation must be strong. The foundation has 4 components. We're going to go into those: destination, delivery, um, time, which is your most valuable asset, and money. You got to know your numbers. Niche, leverage, team, and synergy. That's eliminate the chaos, predictable cash flow. A lot of businesses that are kind of solopreneurs kind of stop right in here. They're happy with a good cash flow, and that's okay. But if you want to get to structure for growth, a well-oiled machine, and then my recommendation is sell the business. Commercial, profitable enterprise that works without you. And I don't say duplicate, I say sell, because you can't take it with you. Okay, we talked about the 4 areas of mastery. What are they? Delivery, money, time, and destination. Start off with destination, because if you don't know where you're going, you might just get there. This includes your vision, mission, culture, and 12-month goals. Why build a business if you don't have any idea where it's going? Give a person direction they can run really fast. And this is where I focus a lot of my time with my clients at the very beginning, whether it's group coaching, one-on-one coaching, or other programs. Your vision. What best describes your business? What qualities do you see in your business? What qualities would you like to see in your business? And what are the qualities that set you apart from other businesses? So everyone should have their vision defined of where they want their business to go. If you don't, let me know. That's a 1 hour workshop that we can get it going. Now, the formula for life success is be times do equals have. This is Stephen Covey. So when we look at this, where do we start? We start with the have. So we know what we need, what we want to have, so what we need to do, and so what we need to be to do what we need to do to have what we have or want to have. Otherwise, you'll be who you are, do what you're doing, and have what you have. So this is all part of that change. Business doesn't change until the owner does. So the power of goals. How many of you have written goals? Raise your hand. How many of you don't? How many are not going to raise your hand no matter what? Okay, so 70% of people have no written or verbal goals. 27 verbal goals, 3% have written goals. Here's the interesting thing. 98% of the world's wealth resides in the 3% that have written goals. My suggestion, if you raised your hand not having a written goal, write one down right now. Go ahead. I'll wait for you. Not very long, but I will wait. Congratulations. You're in the top 3%. So those goals set your reticular activation system. This is your subconscious mind. If you've ever said, "Oh, I want this car," and all of a sudden you start seeing that car everywhere. Now, those cars have always been there, but you didn't see them before. The reason for that is your subconscious mind starts identifying ways to reach your goal that you've never seen before. So once you define your goal, your subconscious mind will help you achieve it. Isn't that cool? So we got our goals set. We got our vision, our mission, our culture, 12-month goals. Now, money. This is Victoria's specialty here. You need to know your past numbers. You need to know where you want to go. Too many business owners don't capture their numbers, so they can't make good decisions. You need to know your profit and loss, cash flow, set a budget, your balance sheet. What does it mean? Know your numbers, get them. If you're not sure what those are, give me a call. We'll talk about it. We'll put things together. And then KPIs, measure that. You need to know both your accounting numbers and your five-way numbers. We're going to talk about those a little bit today, too. Oh, got a duplicate slide here. Okay, everyone familiar with what your fixed costs are? If you're not, call me up. And then you've got your variable costs, which create your total costs. If you don't know what these are for your business, give us a call. We'll set it up. And then we've got our revenue. This right here, that point right there is the most important point and the most important thing on your financials that you have to calculate. It is the break even point. Everything below that, you lose money. Everything above that, you make money. You must know what that number is. That's the most important number in your financials, your break even point. And then you can make money, profit. And then you get to a place called max utilization. And you can project this. This is when you can't make any more money without adding resources. Right now, most of your business can make 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100% more business without adding resources. And if you're not sure how to do that, call me. This is a cash flow spreadsheet. These are actually a lot easier to calculate out and figure out and run than they may look. They may look intimidating, they're not. After you learn how to do it, it's just like anything. Once you learn how to do it, it's simple. And I walk you through every step of the way. Now, what's your most valuable asset? That's right. It is time. You can make more money, but you cannot make more time. Once it's gone, it is gone forever. How you utilize your time will determine the success of your life and your business. And there's a book called BrainShare, great book, talks all about it. So, number one reason for business failure is what? Burnout. You get so tired of running so hard and so fast for so long, you just say, forget it, it's not worth it. And I've seen hundreds of business owners close up shop because it's just not worth it to them. They can go get a job. And that's okay if that's your goal and destination. But there's a way to get through burnout. And that's the calendaring system, which gets you about 300 hours back in your work week. Anyone that's implemented that system can attest to 300. Typically, I average about 8 to 12 hours in a work week. So that's actually a little more than 300 hours, but I'll guarantee 300 hours a year. So most people spend their time with not urgent, not important stuff about 2 to 3% of their time. Urgent and not important. 50% of people's time. We've surveyed hundreds of people, and this comes out. Urgent, not important. Think about that. How can it be urgent if it's not important? It can't be. It's a delusion. It's a hallucination. Oh, I got to go do that now. Why? Because I've always done that. No, if it's not important, don't do it. Move it. Schedule it. Urgent and important. This is demand. This is the things that actually need to get done and need to get done at a certain time. Taking care of a customer escalation. Those are urgent and important. Then there's the not urgent but important. This is the planning. Making sure you know what you're going to do. Doing stuff is easy. It's the planning stuff that's hard. Okay, this is typical. Now, where you need to get to as a business owner is we need to reduce this a little bit. Get rid of that urgent, not important stuff, the delusional stuff. Your demand is going to stay about the same. That's urgent and important. Well, what's really interesting is if you spend about 50 to 60% of your time planning, you get extremely efficient. This is working on your business, not in it. Isn't that interesting? That's right. Okay, so how do you do this? Well, you need to define what your core functions are as a business owner. Okay, is it sales, marketing, operations, finance, CEO? This is typical. You may have other ones, okay, but this is fairly typical. And then what percentage of time do you need to be spending in each one of those to get your business where you need to get it in the next 30 days? Not what you're doing today, what you need to be doing. And here's what I hear. Well, I'm so busy with operations, I can't do that. Okay, come see me, because what's happening is you're not leveraging the mindset in different modalities. Then we figure out how many hours we need to spend on that based on a 40-hour work week. And guess what? That's a lot of time. If you're focused, what happens is we're not focused. We get distracted by cell phones, by text messages, by telephones, by emails. Turn off your email. Check emails 5 times a day, no more. Isn't that interesting? Okay, and if this is not changing, those percentages aren't changing every 90 days, you're not doing the right things in your business to get it to move forward. Now, delivery. One of the keys to a successful business is delivery. Who makes more hamburgers than anybody in the world? McDonald's. That's right, McDonald's. Are they the best? No. Then why do they make the most? They were the first ones to be consistent. If your business is not delivering consistently on your product or your service, you will have problems down the road. Now, if you're a solopreneur, it's pretty easy. But as you start building that and you start training other people, it's got to feel the same as you. I see some head shaking out there. So, how do we do that? There's some tools and techniques. First, number one, you must document your processes, the marketing processes, your sales process, your operations, your inventory, your billing, your finance. It doesn't need to be documented down to dot the I and cross the T, but at a high level, it needs to be documented so you can train somebody else to do it. Pay attention to what you do with the intention of training someone else to do it. You could all write that one down. Pay attention to what you do with the intention of training someone else to do it. And then we train them and we put in scripts so that it sounds, looks, and feels the same every single time. That's consistency. Now, niche. This is the fun part. This is where we start getting our cash flow coming in. No price competition is the definition of a niche. If someone is a specialist in anything, they can charge not exactly almost what they want, but they can charge a fair rate. And that's the other thing is a fair rate, not gouging anyone. Gouging someone never works out well. So how do we do that? It's all about marketing. It's about differentiating yourself and not going after the price shoppers because they are not loyal. So we need a target market. What is your target market? And the tighter that target, the hotter the flame. It's like if you walk outside and you say, you walk outside and the sun's shining, you might get a sunburn. But if you walk outside and you get a magnifying glass and you can burn a hole right through your foot. If you want to get your business cooking, target. You can move that target around, but target. If you said, I want to target dentists in San Jose in the Cambrian district, you'll probably get about 10 and you can go talk to them. But if you say, I want to target all dentists, that's hard. The tighter, the better. Then a unique selling proposition. What makes you different than anybody else on the planet? A guarantee, strategic marketing, tactical marketing, sales training. A lot of these are on my YouTube channel, so go out and have a look. So what makes you unique? It's got to be truly unique. It can't be something we take care of our clients. No, everybody says that. I return my calls in 10 minutes. That's unique. Domino's, deliver in 30 minutes or it's free. That's unique. So why do you have a guarantee? Takes the fear out of buying. My guarantee is in 4 months I pay for myself, I give you your money back. This is an actual competitor's ad. You can't read it, but it sucks. Okay? It talks a little bit about what they do. Who cares? What they really want to do is something like this. Will you give me all my money back if you don't like my website design? Will you guarantee to keep my website at the top of the search engines? Yes. Will you take responsibility for driving traffic? Yes. Will you write high quality websites? Yes. How long you been in business? For 10 years. Now you've incorporated question-based selling, a guarantee, and a unique selling proposition. You don't care how much these guys talk because they're going to guarantee that you're going to get your ROI. So, Action Coach, 17 weeks, 4 months, or it's free. Leverage chart. Now it's about, we got the foundation, we got the money coming in. Now we've got to start going, okay, how do we make this really happen? Okay, so let's put numbers to it. Hope your numbers aren't like this because making 50K a year is not very much in the Bay Area. If you're in Corbin, Kentucky, you're doing great, but here in the Bay Area, not very well. Okay, now if we increase leads by 10%, I got 70 strategies to do that. We can focus on that. We can focus on conversion rate with your sales training. We get 1,210 customers now. That's an increase. Focus on number of transactions. Call every client back that you've ever had. Increase your average dollar sale. Cross sell, upsell, increase your price. Wow, look what happened to our revenue. From 200K to almost 300. Now we increase our margin just a little bit. We go from 50K to 80K. That's a 61% increase in profits. How many of you would like to have that? Okay, here's the formula. Let's go do it. Okay, what would you do with the extra money? Tahoe, Cabo. Give it to Victoria so she can make some more money off of it. Okay, it's not necessary to do extraordinary things to get extraordinary results. It's those little things. There's not a silver bullet. It's a bunch of little things that make the big difference. And then we get into leverage. This is where we start optimizing our processes. We start systemizing everything. So you're making sure you got your vision, your mission, your culture statements yourself, your org chart, position contracts, your KPIs. This is when you look at your old processes from the delivery model and start optimizing them. When you document them the first time, you don't optimize them. You just put down what you're doing because you'll have a tendency to optimize them and you'll never get done. Just write down what you're doing. E-Myth Revisited by Michael Gerber is a great book for every business owner. Now, put the right team in place, which is getting the right person on the right bus and to lead them to put the team together, strong leadership, common goals, rules of the game, an action plan, support risk taking, and 100% inclusion. Include them in your decision. Why hire somebody if you're not going to listen to them? Get the right people on the right bus at the right time, going to the right place. And then we get to synergy. This is where you put a general manager or CEO in place. And you start changing from profit loss to valuation. Okay? Because your business may be on autopilot, but it's not going to last. Okay? The only reason to start a business is to sell it. Robert Kiyosaki. Never wish life were easier. Wish you were better. Work harder on yourself than you do on anything else. Read some books, watch some videos, listen to some audio tapes. If you're not sure which ones to look to, give me a call. Now, you can either try to improve it on your own or contact me. We've got all kinds of stuff. We've got group coaching, we've got seminars, we've got one-on-one coaching. Whatever makes the most sense for you. I don't know. Call me up and we'll talk about it, figure out what works best for you. Because I guarantee you in 12 months, you're going to be somewhere. The question is where? Are you going to be right where you are today? Or are you going to be somewhere different? So here's what we'll do. Give me a call, 408-899-6737. Complimentary 1-hour business consultation, and I guarantee you it will be worth your time. If it's not, I'll give you $100 for talking to me. This is the other workshops we're going to be doing, and I want to thank you for your time. Be safe. Any questions? Thank you.